brain bit by bit, I'm going to show images of a Chiari malformation. And Chiari was a German pathologist who looked at the craniocervical junction in the late 1890s. So the same time period that Blake was looking at the posterior fossa as well. And Chiari described several malformations with both abnormal posterior fossa and an abnormal neurocranium, so osseous abnormalities. And in the Chiari II malformation or Arnold-Chiari malformation, there is a towered cerebellum with tonsillar herniation, often a beaked tectum, and supratentorial hydrocephalus. And Chiari II malformation is almost always associated with a spinal dysraphism. And the concept is that the leakage of CSF in the lumbar region prevents normal pressure and expansion of the posterior fossa. There are also associated abnormalities in a Chiari II malformation, such as thickening of the interthalamic adhesion, which is a structure that is formed by fusion, and heterotopia of the periventricular white matter. And if you've seen the vlog about the heterotopias, you might remember that the neurons migrate from the ventricular zone towards the cortical plate, and that this migration is synchronized by waves of calcium. And there is a lot of literature about the pressure in Chiari, but I also like to hypothesize about the mechanism that could explain the association between these periventricular heterotopias and the Chiari malformation. And I can imagine that if there is CSF leakage in the lumbar region, there aren't normal waves in the lateral ventricles, which lead to the non-migration of these neurons because of the absence or diminished normal waveforms. There are a few cases of Chiari II malformations without spinal abnormalities, such as this case with a Chiari II and extensive heterotopia and polymicrogyria. But in this patient, there was a patent craniopharyngeal duct near the pituitary. So that's another location where there can be loss of pressure and disturbance of normal wave patterns. Thanks for watching. Next time I will continue with the Chiari I malformation, which is primarily a mesodermal problem, so a problem with the occipital bones.